It should be here.
Shooting your mouth off again, Fido.
Hey.
We talked about the Anderson case and we agreed to wait and see what comes up.
Oh, did we?
Where is it? Where's the rest of it?
That's all I got.
How do you think this makes us look? The murder investigation's supposed to be reopened based on a bloody pubic hair that might not even belong to the killer.
Well, if it didn't, he sold the gun on pretty quick.
Oh, and how long was that taking? 5 minutes in a car park, for Christ's sake.
Not just a dead shit, you know that, Kempson? You're a moron as well. Guess what? You're fucked. You're gone.
According to the newspaper, someone wants to reopen the case into Pete Anderson's murder.
Really? I haven't seen the papers today.
Unsolved underworld crimes aren't the sort of thing we want broadcast in the media. Makes the punters feel the city is run by gangsters.
Maybe a few solved underworld crimes might have the reverse effect.
You've made a couple of interesting choices in the course of your career, Jack. You choose to dog on a fellow detective. Now you've gone to the media to undermine your superior officer.
I've never said I went to the media.
Yeah, of course you haven't.
Sir, my brief is to work on unsolved cases. Now, I've got 25 years' experience and I'm supposed to be a lackey, gathering information and handing it on so someone else can decide whether it's important enough to act on. We can both get what we want here. I've got a very, very talented young detective working down in archives who's just itching to get at every one of those cold cases and turn the heat up till they're cooked. Now, you let us solve our own cases and I guarantee you a PR coup. It's okay, you can have all the credit, we'll do the grunt work, as long as we get a free hand.
Why don't you start by solving the case which the paper says has been reopened? You can have your mitochondrial DNA test. I'll talk to Inspector Kavanagh.
Right. Thank you, sir.
I've got to tell you, if you stuff up, I'll drop you like a fresh turd. Sugar?
Got the green light from the area commander, so we need to shift up a gear. Now, the balaclava here's on its way to Scotland Yard. So how you going on the date of that concrete pour?
Thanks, Sam. Going to the press was a great idea.
Yeah, thanks. So the concrete pour?
The construction company say the slab was poured on the 25th of September, 1992.
So there's a 24-hour window between the time Anderson was shot and the time the killer disposed of the gun. How's for you?
Oh, can't. Hot drinks and numb lips. It's not a very good combination, but thank you anyway.
And more torture.
It's not over yet.
Hope it's for free.
Nothing's for free. It's working on me to have a career change.
Yeah, what to?
Teacher, dentist, anything with this.
Would everybody love the police?
People murdering each other and corpses being cut up, it's all a bit distasteful for them.
Yeah, and drilling holes in people's heads isn't. Tell you what, if my old man had been a dentist, he's the last person I would have gone to.
Lucky your dad wasn't a dentist then.
You ask them to take him out, tow him up the arse. What do? Take him out, give him a fucking cup of tea. King's the bet.
Good mate.
Typical of those bastards upstairs.
What about the Anderson case?
Been reopened. They can't close the case after it's been announced, Bucks. Look, it's just an arse covering exercise.
You know, who's heading it up, not Kempson?
Yep.
Ah, unbelievable.
Good old Fido, eh? We'll see how he goes. Hopefully he'll get his head blown off in the process.
What's he got?
Whoa! Bad luck, Bucks. King's the bet, Nick. King's the bet.
Is that it?
Sure is.
Anderson, someone here to see you, buddy.
You got yourself an apprenticeship, eh?
Yep.
Good luck to you. So you, still do the motocross?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing pretty well there for a while, if I remember. And your mum tells me you're getting married?
Yeah. Got a kid on the way.
Oh, good on you.
Now look at this.
What's that?
12 weeks.
Oh, there's trouble. Look at the nose. Wouldn't know how to read one of these things. Didn't have them in my day.
How many you got?
Just the one, my daughter.
Yeah, as ugly as you.
No, actually, she got a bit lucky. Hey, I think we're pretty close to finding out who shot your father.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, enough to put someone away if we play our cards right. Do you do us a favour? Have a look at this. Now, that was your statement at the time. Now, do you remember anything? Anything at all that's not written down there? Look, I understand you might not want to go there, and believe me, I wouldn't ask you if I didn't think there was a chance of nailing this.
None of you wanted to know about it at the time, Jack.
Well, we didn't exactly have a lot to go on.
It's bullshit. What about the bloke at the game with the video camera? No one followed that up.
Videotape.
The one at the game, there was an uncle who was videotaping the game because it was a final.
Did you mention this at the time?
Yeah, I told the bloke who was running the show.
To Buchanan?
Yeah, and he didn't do anything about it.
You're not seriously expecting me to produce a bloody videotape of a kid's soccer game 12 years ago?
No, I'm asking if you remember anything about it.
No.
Well, you see, the youngest of Anderson's two boys, Brad, he reckons he'd talk to you about it.
Oh, is that right? How old was he?
10.
10 years old and in shock. As if he knew what was going on.
I don't remember anything about a videotape.
Exactly, neither do I. Don't you think if someone had footage of the shooting, they would have said so at the time?
I'm going to check again, so if I could see your case notes, it'd help. I've got the area commander on my side. Who you got?
I've already been through all this with the other bloke.
And I'm asking you to go through it again. You were belted a number of times across the head. According to your offsider, one of the gangsters points a gun at your crutch and says, do as you're told or your brother will end up with a sister. What brought that on?
Didn't want to lie down like a bloody dog. That's what brought it on.
You didn't come at him in an aggressive fashion?
Who's that guy?
No idea where they are. Sorry.
There's no aggressive behaviour towards him?
No. Is that it?
Why won't he let you see his case notes on Anderson? What's he got to hide?
He was never much of a team player, let's leave it at that.
Anyway, if someone has a video, the only way we'll find it is to contact every parent of every one of those kids and ask.
Yep, big job.
And it wasn't necessarily even someone connected to Brad Anderson's team. It could have been any one of the teams at the Oval around the time Pete Anderson was shot. Hang on. What are you doing? This is my machine. Don't touch it. I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, I can see that.
What are you after?
Witness statements on the jobs Pete Anderson did.
Which ones?
All of them?
There. Yeah, thanks very much for that.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't have done it without you, Sam.
Yeah, that too. Oh, slogger, mate. How's the hook?
Oh, it's a bit slow.
Geez, you're looking pretty good shape.
You browsing or buying?
Buying.
Yeah, right. You can't afford it on your salary.
Hey, did I ever tell you I was the Cheltenham under-14s amateur champion? I'm telling you, I could give you a few tips.
Thanks, but I'll pass.
All right, your loss. Hey, listen, the Armand van heist last week, the 1.5 million.
Yeah?
Yeah, did you get much forensic evidence out of the van?
Oh, a bit why?
Did you get any DNA?
I'm starting to think you're suicidal. That's Kavanagh's case.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, what's it got to do with Pete Anderson?
That's what I mean. I'm not sure yet, you know? I might need some assistance.
If I lose this fight because you cut my training session short, I'll know who to blame.
Put him on to me, I'll sort him out.
There's no fingerprints except the ones belonging to the security guards. They use a spare key to open this door, which they left in the lock. We found skin cells on the door here. One of them must have scraped himself jumping in or out.
Did you get any DNA?
Nothing on the database. The only other thing we've got is a footprint. KT-26s, size 10. None of the security guards are wearing them.
KT-26 is standard jailer shit.
That's why it's not much help.
If they had a spare key, there's a possibility of an inside job.
Oh, really? Listen, can we get out of here? Otherwise someone's going to start wondering why I'm letting you stomp all over a crime scene. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, sure.
And listen, you and I...
No. Mum's a word.
What's in all this for me? That's what I want to know.
How about a hamburger with egg? I'm going the Greasy Spoon across the road.
Oh, gee, should I dress up? Just get me a hamburger and chips.
Chips? There you going? You hungry?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't have much of a homie.
Ah, forget about it. Puts heaps of beetroot on this lady. It's not a hamburger if it hasn't got beetroot on it.
Can't say I disagree with that. So what are you, the lunch boy?
Yeah. Yeah, could say that.
It's the second time I've been back here. I'm the one who got smacked.
Yeah. Routine shit. Happens around here all the time.
I reckon it's bullshit.
You know, I had a look at the witness statements on this. I reckon you got the rough end of the pineapple here. The crooks, they were half decent to those two guards. Wouldn't let anybody hurt them, didn't let anyone pinch their wallets, and you get pistol whipped.
3 stitches worth.
So what do you know about Brad and Luke Anderson?
Never heard of him.
Okay. Enjoy your burger.
Hey, where's my burger?
You can have this one.
Gee, thanks.
I knew I'd heard it before. The witness statement from the payroll heist Pete Anderson was suspected of doing. There it is. Gunman puts a pistol to the groin of the payroll officer and says exactly the same thing. Your brother will end up with a sister.
You think Anderson's sons were involved in the van heist?
Yep. You see, sometimes when you go fishing, you catch something you don't want. It's like that with a security guard.
You're basing this whole theory on a guilty look. It's not very scientific.
No, it might not stand up in court. Doesn't mean it isn't right.
Well, makes sense. Their father was a crook.
Hang on. My father was a crook. You know, it doesn't necessarily follow.
Okay, so sometimes there are exceptions. But Luke has done a stint in Long Bay.
You know what I think? I think if those boys are crooks, it's because we never spent enough time finding out who killed their father.
If you think they did it, you should check it out.
Too much froth.
When did I give you too much froth?
Always.
Yeah? Maybe your nose is too big. Coffee there for you. I told you not to smoke in here, Luke.
Where's the new machine?
Gave it back. You know, you just get a better machine and the customers, they taste the difference, you know? They pick it. One slight difference and they're onto it. So how's it all going?
Oh, a bit of progress.
Yeah?
I spoke to Wayne Tippett.
What did he say?
I wasn't exactly jumping out of his skin to help. Listen, can you remember where Wayne was the afternoon Pete got killed?
How would I know that?
Can you have a think? If you remember, it'd be real good if you could let me know.
Yeah, I'll have a think.
Hey, so how's it going, Luke?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, staying out of trouble?
You know me, mate. Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, had any thoughts about what we discussed the other day about your dad?
No.
You give me a call though, wouldn't you? If anything occurred to you.
Yeah, I'm always happy to help out the police. So.
Hey, that's the way.
See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
I knew it was that Tippett. Bastards never looked me straight in the eye. Why couldn't we just go and shoot the prick before the cops got a chance to pick him up? Which one of you morons left the key in that lock?